It's Driver 53. I'm back from camping in, y'all. We got FS25 gameplay footage today. Now, I got early access last night. I was so excited to tell you guys all about the really cool stuff. Giants did an amazing job earlier today. I've already put out one video as well. How are you guys doing it? Welcome in. Guys, it is a very exciting day here. FarmCon is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and the 7th here of July. And there's going to be some really cool stuff that you guys are going to get to see exactly what's going on, a little bit more detail. I'm very excited about Riverbend Springs. I got a feeling that's supposed to be right on the Mississippi or one of those other areas here in the central southern part of the United States. Kind of the Mississippi River Delta, if you would. A lot of rice is grown in that area, so it makes absolutely perfect sense for them to have a map in that area. And I'm very excited because that's not too far away from where I live. I mean, there's rice in Missouri and definitely in Arkansas, so might have to take a few road trips down there to kind of check out some of the real life farming and see exactly what they do down there. And how are you guys doing it? Welcome in. See who the first person was here in chat tonight. I believe that was Faber coming in, or actually, was it Goose? Hold on, let's look here. No, it was Faber. It was Faber coming in with a renewal on the Team 53 pit crew, the memberships. How are you doing, Faber? Thank you very much, guys. Let's go ahead and get a hash brown and hashtag down in the chat right now for Faber Farming. All right, Jay Goose was the first one to actually comment anything. My moderators, Jay Goose, we got Faber Farming, I've got Streamlabs, I've got Chief, and that is it. That is everybody that is in the moderation sector right now. Guys, thank you very much for your help tonight. And y'all, everybody else, be nice to them. Be nice if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's see. Members, who do we have? Faber Farming right off the bat. We've got Jay Goose. We've got Yammy Wills. We've got Lava Mist 85 coming in with a Merry Christmas. What's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you very much for being here. And you guys are the only members right now, so not very many members at all, but hopefully that's going to change soon, because guys, we are at 457 out of the 500. The Queen and I are still going to wear those outfits whenever you guys get to 500. Only 43 more memberships, gifted memberships, that we need to go to be able to get that number up to 500. And then she's going to join me. We're going to harvest and do some other fun stuff. Hopefully it's not before. Hopefully this happens before Farm Sim 25 gets here, guys. Hopefully it does. But whenever it happens, it's all good. It's all good. So who else do we have? Dylan Collins, how are you doing? Sherry Downs. We've got Scorpion Taz. How are you doing? Welcome in. Driver going to be right at home on the new map. Oh yeah, this is like right up my alley. I mean, I literally live. I mean, I could almost throw a rock to the river, the Mississippi River, from where I'm at. It's, I'd say, within a mile and a half, 2 miles from my house is actually the river. We've got a bunch of other rivers that are kind of coming in and going out, doing all kinds of stuff around me as well. Guys, there are all of the memberships. Nautical Wolf 7, member for 10 months, part of Team 53, the fan club, saying you forgot me live in the content, dude. Where's Nautical Wolf? I didn't see your name. I didn't see it, Nautical Wolf, but thank you very much for the message, guys. Hash browns, hashtags down in the chat right now. We've got Scorpion Taz jumping in, becoming a member of the Team 53 pit crew. Guys, hash browns, hashtags down in the chat right now for Scorpion Taz as well. And then Lava Mist 85 coming in with a 24 month member chat. Part of Team 53, the pit crew. Let's go, 24 months. Man, the pinks and the reds look or the orange and the red look very similar together, don't they? Guys, wait till you see the 36 month. Wait till somebody pops in with the 36 month. It is going to be awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Rusty Money Gaming down there as well. Guys, did I say Lava Mist? I don't know if I did or not, but here you go, Lava Mist. If we did, awesome. If we didn't, here you go. Here's your round. Guys, down there in the chat. But Rusty Money Gaming, stopping in, saying hi to everybody. What's going on, man? How are you feeling about the information that we received today considering console? console, man. It's a very, very exciting day. I'm very glad that one of the little pieces of information that we got is finally gonna make it into the game. I don't see why they've waited so long. Excited, very excited. Faber, I know you are, man. I know you are. I'm just excited that now we're gonna be able to use that function, that feature in the game for everybody. We no longer have to say, sorry, console players, you stay over there on your own server. We're gonna have fun over here. No. Excuse me. We are gonna get, everybody is gonna get GPS. Yes, I don't use it a lot because it's kind of confusing to like keyboard, but I'm sure since it's gonna be available on the Xbox and the PlayStation that they've figured it into the controls. So now I get to keep using my controller right here. It's just gonna be a binding on that, and it's gonna be perfect-ish. Hopefully. I think they've done their homework. I think they have. Taz, the new partner level, that's gonna take quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Last year at the end of it, we got to bronze level, so I'm very excited about that. Silver is gonna take a bit. Silver is definitely gonna take a bit. But if you guys are interested in helping me get to that silver level, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this little thing right here. A little command. It's a little command that hopefully my bot is gonna throw in there. Yeah, that's the link to the pre-order for the PC version of the game. So definitely go ahead, jump on that if you want to support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra at all. It's gonna be the Giants downloadable version of the game. Also got links down in the description of the video. Definitely go ahead and get on that if you're wanting to support the channel and get the Giants version of the game. I think that's going to be the best one because it should get all the updates and everything like that. The first one, then you're not going to have to wait around for Steam or any of the other ones that you need. So global position satellite, yes. LOL, don't really use, but excited. I don't use it a lot because it's kind of complicated, right, to set it up, but I've got a feeling it's going to be in the same direction that your workers can work. Now, whatever, if that's got any changes, I'm kind of guessing and I don't know, hoping that it's going to be in the same area or the same avenues that you're going to be able to use your workers, right? So however many different that is, that's probably what it's going to be. We've got a brand new subscriber, Boss Josh. Thank you very, very much for jumping in. Brand new subscriber, guys. Hash browns, hashtags down in the chat. Y'all, while I was gone to camp, we had an absolutely explosive video. My mega cut that I did, I don't want to call it the chainsaw one because it wasn't a chainsaw. It was an axe and a truck where I rebuilt a ghost town. That video is now at like 65,000 views. Most of it happened last week when I was at camp. I'm very, very excited about that. And guys, there's going to be definitely more of that coming. If you're here from that video, thank you very, very much. We also do this every once in a while, a couple times a week as I have time. Might be adding another night too, just for all of you members. I don't know if I can make it work. We're going to try and do some member streams a little bit more frequently and just have a good time. Gold Mining, how are you doing? Joe Flatten, you realize FS22 never fixed gamer collision for console? Yeah, I do, Joe. It was bad. Trap, what about mods on FS25? Is there going to be a PC mods for PlayStation? I don't know about that yet. We have not heard anything for that. I doubt you're going to be able to get anything on the consoles for Lua scripts. So some of the more complex ones, I doubt it's going to happen, right? It's still going to be a barrier, I feel like. But some of the things that I think we had mods for are going to be in base game now. I got a feeling this is just the first little tease. If they're giving this to us first on like the very first day of gameplay, we're probably going to get some really, really cool stuff. Let's see what else. Will it be on the old Xbox? Travis, Tank, no, it will not be. Old gen consoles will not support this game. All right, so if you're interested in upgrading, now's the perfect time to go ahead and take a look at your Apex gaming PCs. I've got my own custom line of them. There's 3 different ones: New Farmer, Fast Farmer, and Outlaw Farmer. We got links down in the description, guys. I'm sure one of the moderators is going to put the link there in the chat as well. but we've got 25% off right now on these machines, and they are going to run this absolutely perfectly. I looked at the minimum requirements and the recommended requirements, and you're not going to have to worry about it, guys. Any of my machines that you get, they're going to run the game. Okay, now since you're on PC, you're going to want to run a little bit heavier mods. And what we mean by heavier mods are ones that are a few more polygons, things like that, right? A lot more detail. The game itself is going to have a little bit more detail into it. I think there's some optimization that's been happening here with Giants Engine 10 GE10, but I do have a feeling that it's still going to be okay, right? When they throw out the recommended settings or the recommended requirements, that's going to be able to run the game on like medium settings. You know what I mean? If you're running to run 4K high-end stuff, maybe think about my high-end machine, the Outlaw. It's not cheap, but it is affordable. It is affordable. And if you have no idea about anything with PCs, I highly recommend at least run it over here and checking it out. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the page right now for you guys. That way you can see exactly what I'm talking about here on the Apex gaming PCs. All right. So let me get it pulled up and I will go and show you right now. So I'm going to go and turn that off as well. And also, you guys, there's a chance that you could win a $1,500 free PC. Enter in your email, submit, and there you go. So what we're looking at right now is the new Farmer. All right. So we know that the old gen consoles are not going to be able to work anymore. How about this right here? $1,200 machine. Right now, you can get it for $959.16. A pretty good deal if you ask me. What kind of specs does it have? Well, you're going to get a Ryzen 5 5500 6-core, right? You're going to get liquid cooler on the CPU cooler. Motherboard, it's not a bad one, right? It's a Phantom Gaming 4. RAM, 16 gigabytes, more than enough than what you're going to need. GPU is an Intel Arc 750. You've got 1 terabyte of your Gen 4 SSD. Pretty good there. If you want to go with the Fast Farmer, all right, here we go. A little bit better options here. Ryzen 5 5600 8-core. You've still got the same cooler, a little bit better. No, it's actually the same motherboard. Sorry. You get same RAM. Your GPU is now going to be a 4060 by NVIDIA and a little bit better power supply here. Now, Outlaw Farmer, this is where it gets really cool. You've got a Ryzen 5 7600X 6-core. You've got the same cooler. You've got a B650M motherboard. Pretty decent motherboard. You've got DDR5 RAM now. You got a 4070 on your graphics card and same power supply, and you still get 1 terabyte of your SSD. So pretty good options here. And if you look at this, the Outlaw Farmer, right? Come back up here to the price, only $1935. I don't think that's bad at all. Fast Farmer, you're looking at it, and it's going to be right around the $1,200 mark. Now, this is very comparable to the machine that I'm running right now, except the graphics. The graphics is a lot better than what I'm running right now. Everything else, it's pretty close to what I'm actually running on my main gear machine. And I spent a lot more than $1,200 on it, guys. A lot more than $1,200. So that's what we got, guys, going on there with the Apex stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link. And I know there's some of you guys that had some gift cards, $250 gift cards. We gave out 4 of them like earlier this year. So that's a perfect time. Absolutely perfect time. The Giants version always gets updates before Steam. I'm pretty sure every time that I've mentioned it or looked at it, yeah, that's the way it is. Somebody says, I thought it looked great in many ways. Continuous movement with physics, fairy, transplanting, and more. Yes, the fairy. Guys, I don't remember exactly when I said it, but I said that would be a really cool option. It may have been in that stream that I did with Kermit a little bit over a year ago with content creator spotlights. It may have been that one, or it could have been just one that we were doing ourselves. BC Paladin coming in with a 17-month member chat. Part of Team 53, the shop crew, saying evening, everybody. Let's go ahead and give it BC Paladin some hash browns and hashtags as well. Let's see, what else? Bidding between Steam again or Giants so I get DLCs and expansions earlier. Yeah, with the Giants version, I was literally getting stuff like Monday my time at like 6 o'clock. So it is pretty good. I could have streamed it on release day because they always release at midnight their time, right? Yami says happy early 4th. Oh yes, everybody, happy 4th of July. Stay safe. And if you're consuming some beverages, make sure you have yourself a little bit of hydro from G Fuel as well, guys. Oops, wrong one. There we go. 20% off all the time on everything. And right now they're running a special buy one get one free on a lot of your energy drinks right there. A lot of the energy ones, 140 milligrams per serving of caffeine, 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 caffeine on the hydro. All right. So definitely check that out as well. 20% all the time, like I said, and you're going to get buy one, get one on a lot of the energy drinks right now. All right. And another brand new subscriber, Travis Rank. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hash browns and hashtags for you. Thank you very, very much for being here. Driver, now the GPS is base game, what other scripts that we have on PC do you want on console? That is a great question. Let me take a drink here of this G Fuel, and then I'll answer that question for you. So, I want courseplay. I want courseplay very, very badly. I like to play the game as more of a manager, send my workers out and do their thing. I don't always like to do the headlands and stuff like that and then let them go, because then that's just less time that I have to do the other things, running cards or whatever, right? I want courseplay. Now, whether that is an updated worker menu where you can actually say, I want this field harvested, whatever like that, I think that is the biggest one for me. And I think a lot of other people really like courseplay as well. Chris is saying follow me would be nice. I agree. But I think instead of follow me, what if we had the other one? You got courseplay, follow me, and there's another one that you can set your own courses around the map, right? Say you got a specific course that you want to take. I can't think of the name of it right now. What is the name of it? Auto Drive. That's it. Thank you very, very much, Lava Mist. Auto Drive. So I think if you could get courseplay and auto drive in there, follow me, maybe not, right? I've had some problems with that in the past where I was driving and something would happen and the worker would kind of get stuck on a flagpole or whatever, right? Because they're following the exact same line as me and they're a little bit wider, and then it's like, oh, I got to get out, fix it. And I think with the workers, the way they are, if they see a collision, they kind of avoid it a little bit. So maybe update that a little bit. Kevin Skyans, how are you doing? Welcome in. Ryan Moretz, how are you? Honestly, Siri asked me hookup. I'm going PC. Sherry, perfect. Let's see what else. Choose a role, i.e. if you want to be the cart driver versus the harvest driver, and have worker set modes to the same. Yeah, no, yes, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I think making it so you can save the fields, you know what I mean? Maybe a way, like I've never really saved them a whole lot, the different jobs in the fields, but I think having a way like courseplay does where you can copy one to the other, then if you could do that, then you can probably go ahead and have a worker bail for you if it's following a harvester, right? I think you could probably do that. I mean, I do it all the time, especially on my Alma Missouri series. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, definitely do. We're in year number 3 now over there, and we expanded the farm quite a bit, so you need to go check it out if you like my gameplay stuff. Kevin Skyans stopping in with a 19-month member chat, part of Team 53, the shop crew, saying, guys, hash browns, hashtags down in the chat right now for Kevin Skyans. Rusty Money says, sorry, trying to multitask, a phone going nuts over county fair information. It starts Saturday here. Oh, very cool, Rusty. Very cool. We just had our little county fair, little town festival thing. Over the weekend, took the kids up there, rode some rides. We actually had a very cool country artist. I can't even think of his name now. What's his name? Rodney Atkins. Rodney Atkins was actually the main performer on Saturday night here in town. So went up there, listened to a few of his songs, had a few drinks, and let the kids ride a bunch of rides at the fair, at the carnival thing. So great time. Thank you all very, very much for understanding. I was in the camping in the woods last week with scouts. We took 18 scouts with us, had over 300 on the property. There was probably close to 450 people there total. It was an absolutely great time. And now I'm back, ready to rock and roll, just trying to play catch up a little bit. This weekend's going to give me a little bit of an opportunity. Have some fun, play some disc golf this weekend, and yeah, watch some fireworks. Got a big event happening Saturday night, so I won't be here again. It's our big Elks here that I'm a member of, and they sponsor our scouts. So we're going to go up there, work a couple stations, have a good time, and hang out. Driver, my cat looked at the screen when he did that. Nice. Kevin says, I like your almost series. Well, thank you very much, man. Perhaps like a story mode you follow along. Ooh, what's Lava Mist talking about here? Yeah, I think that would be a really cool addition, right? If you could have a mode where you need to go in and you have to hit specific targets to unlock like more things, right? And unlock more things. Maybe it's equipment. Maybe it's more parts of the map. Maybe it's additional features, right? Maybe it's production things that now you open up, and now as you're playing in the story, you take your grain here, and now you have access to that all the time. I mean, there could be a story mode to this, for sure. What else? Rodney is good. We have Eli Young Band and huge Memorial Race Sunday, expecting 150 race cars. Nice. Lieutenant Dan, what's going on, man? Saying good evening, sir. How are you doing, Lieutenant Dan? Thank you very, very much for stopping in. Can't type. Oh, I got you. I got you, man. I knew what you meant. Oh, you guys are trying to get oh, you got it. You guys got pizza. The first stream of July here. Y'all get some pizza. Congratulations. Get it while it's hot. It's on the tailgate, folks. Build bridges to get to new areas. That would be pretty cool too. I like that. And that's one thing. I had access to some screenshots. I was in the woods when I got them. I got back to grab them here on the PC, and the link didn't work anymore. So I don't know what happened. But yeah, I don't have access to that stuff anymore. I might have them here on my phone. Let me actually check. No, I don't have them there. I really don't know how I would have got them. Let me check. But one of the really cool things that I saw was you had some, what was this, July 1st? No. June 3rd, June 13th, June 23rd. I don't think I have them anymore. But one of the cool things was a really rundown silo, right? A really, really cool rundown silo. And it looks like you got to build it, because I don't see why they would put it there if you didn't have to do something to it. So hopefully building things is going to be a new thing that we experience here in 25. We did it a little bit with the roller coaster, if you guys remember that, in the Platinum expansion. Had a good time with that. Did it in under 2 hours with some help from some great friends. So maybe that's going to be a thing. We're going to be able to build things, bridges or buildings or whatever it is. What map was able to do that on 19? So it was it wasn't just a map, I don't think. In 19 you had some placeables by Oxygen David, I believe, that you could actually place it down, and then when you went up and did an action, like you were opening a door or something, it actually built the thing. Oh, you're talking about was it Sussex? Was it Sussex or Purbeck Valley, maybe? If that sounds right. There was a map. I remember an old rundown house that you actually went and did the same thing. Driver DJ Clutch and Kermit kind of confirmed that on podcast. Oh, I see. I didn't need to watch that. I was in the wood. Oh, Alien Jim. That's who it was. Alien Jim. Thank you very, very much. There, BC Paladin. I love the idea of using the ferry to cross the river on the U.S. map. Oh, absolutely. Like I excuse me. I'm getting excited here, guys. Go and take another drink. Animated Shed Pack. That's the one. But I know that I expressed during a stream that I was part of, whether it was my own or the one with Kermit, but I expressed an interest in being able to use a ferry to cross a river to get to other property that you own. And that's the only way. That is literally the only way you can get over there, right? Mercury Farm. That's it. Mercury Farm. Outlaw Buck. Thank you very, very much. See, guys, there were so many maps that was it Mercury? Now I say that I don't know if I played on Mercury. It's the one. Was it the one with the racetrack? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. An awesome map at Outlaw. It was my favorite 19. I know you played on that one a lot, dude. You did that one a lot. So they already confirmed that, so that's cool. Yes, it was. Those sheds were from Mercury. Okay, so the sheds were, but what about the house? There was a house that you went up to, and you could do an action and would clean up all the junk, right? It would clean up all the junk. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm wanting to say it was you started off with a whole bunch of grass fields. There's bushes all over the place, all around the roads. Heck of a ferry or a Corito tractor. I mean, if you got a tractor big enough to cross that creek, why not, right? I think you had to gather material to build the bridge. Oh, that's very cool. Spectacle? Spectacle was like that too, right? Where you cut down certain things and things happen, the trees. This one was like a blue dot that was right in front of the door, and you went up to it and it did its thing. Man, I'm trying to think. I think I did some stuff with like the Shaming Man. The Shaming. Is that his name? Shaming Man? And we were on that map a little bit doing some stuff maybe. The tool shed on Mercury Farms was the hedge trigger. Sussex had some features but can't remember. Yeah. I mean, there was some really cool stuff that they did there, right? And I'm excited to see that type of stuff coming back. I really am. But guys, we've been talking about the features for 30 minutes. How about we take a look a little bit more in detail on some of the things that we can try and figure out here on the American map, Riverbend Springs. Riverbend Springs is the name of the map. It's set roughly around the Mississippi River, or one of its average tributaries, maybe, whatever that word is, the offshoot rivers. Driver, I would love to have it where you had to wait for stuff to be built as you would in real life, and not just have instant buildings, although it would suck for DJ and Mississippi P doing mod reviews. It would. It absolutely would. But guys, how about we go ahead and jump in here and take a look at some of these videos. Now, if you saw the video earlier today, the one that Giants put out around noon Eastern or Central Time here in the United States, 1 o'clock Eastern, you already saw these. These are all the videos. I'm going to show them again, but we're going to go into a little bit more detail. We're going to look at it and try and figure out maybe what some of these things are, or how the map is laid out, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here at a few of them. Now, the one thing that I'm going to need your help with is volume levels. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and turn off the music, and then I'm going to crank up the sounds, because there are some really, really awesome sounds in this stuff. So I need your help a little bit trying to get those levels right. I didn't have time to run a test stream, so we're gonna have to do this on the fly. Let's talk about fog for 30 minutes. No, we are not talking about the fog for 30 minutes, but we are going to start with that video because I think it's really, really awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get it pulled up here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. All right, so I should be able to do this and you guys can see it now. All right, so let me go ahead and mute that. Now the music is paused now, so let me know if you guys can hear what is going on here in the video. I think it's still a little bit quiet. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna let this thing play, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. Okay? We'll we'll deep dive into this. I mean, just everything about this. I love that building on the right there. Trees here. Now, can you guys hear that tractor? I love how the lights are in this. And this system right here. This looks insane. Now, I don't know. I think this is on the American map too. I don't see why it wouldn't be. All right, so everybody, that's the first video that I've got. Now, could you guys hear the tractor? Could you hear some of the running water? Different things like that. If you couldn't, I can turn that up. I can turn it up. The flowing movement everywhere is great. Oh yeah, absolutely right. Here, let's go ahead and go back to the beginning and reflections. I mean, the reflections. Like I've got the cursor right here, and you can see this part of the bridge, right? It's all right here, right? And these trees up here are literally right here in this reflection, right? We go forward a little bit. It's just so cool to see everything happening down here. And this, right? You've got this outline here and the sun reflection right there. I mean, look at this bark, guys. The bark on this tree is absolutely amazing. That looks amazing. How cool would it be if they slip in that the maps are 4K by 4K? I know, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Do we have a view here where we can see that it looks like it's farther than it is in Elm Creek? Right? That's the biggest thing. Like we know kind of how far things are away in that from corner to corner or side to side. So let's try and figure this thing out a little bit. All right, so I like the bark here. A lot of detail. The foliage, like guys, I mean, look down here. These are cattails. This is a brand new thing for Farming Simulator 25, a new type of plant that we're going to be able to place around the waterways. Cattails. Now, basically what cattails are real life corn dogs. You just don't want to eat them, right? I've seen many people try and it never works out for them. I mean, the rocks look really awesome. They're not like just a flat surface with a little bit of, paint or whatever in them. I mean, they look real. They look really real. And yes, we're looking at the fog here, but I mean, you get all the different reflections and everything, right? I mean, look at this fog rolling here, right? You got the sign, you got a pole back in the back, and it looks right. It actually looks right. One road runs straight across the map. Much like Goldcrest Valley, but not flat. Yeah. What engines are they using? They're using Giant Engine 10. GE10 is what it is. So all of this is in their own engine. They're not using anybody else's right now. Now this one I really like. Okay. It's there's going to be some stories that are going to be made about this tree, right? Because you've got a farmhouse up here. Okay. You've got your gate right down over here. Okay. And then over here, you've got this nice building. Now it looks round. It really does. It looks like one that we had on like Ohio Richlands. If you guys remember that map here from 22, we had a round building on it. And, if we keep going here, got a dead tree back there. So those are going to be a thing from the Platinum expansion, right? You're going to have dead trees. You can see that. You got a nice tree here. It looks like all the trees that we had in the Platinum expansion are going to be here in this game as well. Someone in FSG comments had a good point. The river on where is the... Yeah, 70 fields. Yes. The river on here is way bigger, wider than usual. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's round and you can see it in another shot. Yep. We'll take a look at it for sure. The God rays are amazing. Yes. And it's not just the sun, right? It's these. Like, look at this image here. like you're illuminating out at this angle, right? And you're illuminating up, and you've got the fog in the air, and you can see that it's actually illuminating up. You can see what's going on, right? And whenever this gets out of the way, you got a street light right here, right? And look at that angle. You've got that angle right there and that angle right there. And the red is reflecting off things the right way. Wonder if the giant trees will be unlocked for mappers. Yeah, this is base game. Everything that you're seeing in here right now, it's not a DLC. So this, I mean, if they stay consistent with what they've done in the past, it's all going to be able to be used by any mapper here making maps for 25, right? So right here, check this out. There's a street light right here, and it's coming down. You can't see what's going on over here. You can see it right there. These lights are illuminating up here. I mean, just shadows and everything. It is so awesome. Now, this is a hardware store. Hardware Bob. I think it's really cool. Rental equipment. Maybe that's something that we're going to get here in the game. But check this out. Like the red lights, right? They're illuminating down here. Now, one thing is they're also illuminating up here. Not quite sure what's going on with that. The big silver run ones. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't be. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was the tree kind of like here. Now, the sequoias probably aren't going to be in this, but this tree right here, that's one of the big ones, right? I'm pretty sure that is. So we'll keep going back here. And okay, so here, like, look at this. Look at this light. You can see the trash can or the barrel, whatever it is, and that's it, right? Got a little bit of light right here. It's coming down, right? I mean, like I said, it's illuminating the right things. It's a little awkward that it's up here as well. Maybe there's a light on the backside or something doing it. The train crossing isn't acting correctly for the US. It would come down. There should be some letter or some. You don't have lights on both sides, right? You only have lights on one side, I believe. It's close though. Close. It's flashing. That's good. Now this thing right here. I mean, yes, the fog, but I mean, look at this. A true massive silo system. I mean, very, very cool. Doesn't look that big to me. Not yet. The lights are flashing together and back and forth. Oh, that operation. Yes, yes. I totally get what you're saying now, Taz. Totally get what you're talking about. So now these are all gameplay where they've been flying around, right? Minor but noticeable. I agree. I completely agree. And they could probably change that, right? This is a work in progress still. I mean, check this out, right? Okay, so here's a water tower. Okay. Now here's a barn right here. Okay. I do not see a round building here in this shot. All right. So this is like different. Maybe there's another entryway up here. I don't know. It looks to be different. All right. Now, I do think you have the river that runs right over here. And I'll explain that here whenever we take a look at this other video. All right. So let me do this. I'm going to get rid of this one. And we're going to bring in the next one. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And the reason I say that is because this is looking like possibly going to be your starting farm. Right now, these are the fields that I feel like a lot of the work that we've seen so far has been done in. You got a little shed over here. You got a little storage building. This is probably going to be for your bales or your pallets, right? You've got this, whatever this is back here. There's probably going to be a little bit of a bridge right here going across. You got a silo system over here. You got a little 2-lane here. But like you could see back here, this looks like it's going to be the border is what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking this is going to be the border because it's so tall, right? And your river keeps going up this way and you're not going to be able to have really access to it beyond like right in here. This is just the outside. I think this is going to be down in one of the corners of your map because I don't see a main highway, right? I don't see that big road that we were looking at before. And this is not straight, obviously. So I got a feeling this is going to be in one of your corners here. But what I want to show you here is the clouds. The shadows from the clouds is absolutely insane. Now, if we look here, all right, we've got the same water tower. Okay. Very cool. This road does look a little bit different. Now, this looks like one that you're going to be able to plow up. Little 2-lane here. And I mean, it looks narrow. It really does compared to how wide this is. Love how that lane stakes up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got another little passageway over here, but this building looks a little different. This looks new, right? So these are not the same 3 fields that we had over here. Okay. Different fields. Now, the interesting thing is you've got, nope, that there was corn, it looks like. And then this looks like it's probably grass. I mean, look at these trees. How far off in the distance the trees are and how nice they still look. Like you can tell they're different types and species of trees, right? So there's that same water tower again. Looks like we got some buildings back over here. Okay. We'll keep going here. Hopefully the traffic won't be as idiotic. Yes. Now, this, right? We got another area over here that we haven't seen yet, right? We've got a little sign right here. We've got some buildings back over here and a bridge. Once again, this looks like it's the corner, right? Now, I could be absolutely wrong, and you could snake up and then come back down the other side. But with not having any trees up here along the very top, that makes me think that it's, you're not able to go up there, is what that makes me think. Okay. So keep coming along, and you can see the shadows here once again coming across the field. They're moving. They're not the same. They're very, very dynamic. Got a little house or something over here. And then that is it with this one. All right. So let's go on to the next video. Video performance optimizations. Okay. So once again, you're going to have some sounds here. Really, really nice trees. I think this is the biggest thing, is just showing like off in the distance. Like, let me see if I can get my cursor out of the way. But I want you guys to look like right down here in this area. All right. At these trees that are back here in the distance, right? Look how nice they look. Oh, dang it. It didn't do it. I'm trying to get the cursor out of the way. So those trees right down there at the bottom of that bigger tree, look how real and detailed those things look. And they're in the distance, right? Check this out. The detail here in these evergreens is insane. Absolutely insane. Weathering on the roof looks different. It does, doesn't it? So if we keep coming up, you can see like over here again, there's that same mountain range that it looks like where there's no trees up here. And I don't think that's a distance thing. I think it's just the way that it is, right? It's above the tree line or whatever that you would call it. And they just don't exist. Now, another cool thing that I noticed here, okay? You've got this road right here. Now, this road looks like it is a real in-place road that you're not going to be able to plow up. And so does this one right here. But this field edge, this is interesting to me. Okay. It looks like it's on a pretty good angle. But you guys all know that in Farm Sim 22, currently right now, if you try and create an edge like this, it's going to be jaggedy as all get out. But here, you don't really see it. It looks really nice. And, how do I want to say, like, it's supposed to be that way? So maybe you guys know that we've got like the different tiles, right? In how big of an area when you plow something up or you plant something, right? It knows that, hey, this area, this tile is supposed to be this, right? I think the tiles are a little bit smaller. FS22 focused so much on sound, and it looks like 25 really wanted to pay attention to minor details. Higher voxel count. Yeah. It looks like a super smooth edge. It does, doesn't it? Is voxel what those are called? So I'm hoping I can get a little bit better look. Now, guys, check this out. This is insane. Like, it's not the same. You've got some variations in heights. They're clumped together a little bit, right? I mean, the stubble looks similar, right? I'm not too focused on that. Just this. The amount of variation and detail that is going on here. Holy cow. Now, the sounds are insane as well. Scorpion Taz, I don't know if it's coming through very well, but this is absolutely insane. The sounds that I'm hearing right now, I can hear bees buzzing or insects buzzing next to me. Okay, there's birds in the background, the water trickling, different things like that. You know, and like when the wind's going, you can see it's just moving just that little bit. You've got shadows that are going over the top, right? You've got another one of these stations, the lookouts, right up there. And I don't really see anything else with this one. All right, so that is video number 3. Let's go take a look at video number. Let's go here. All right, now this one does have a few sounds, but it's also got some really cool stuff that I think is going to be awesome if we get to use it. All right, so this bad boy right here. Okay, I have a feeling that highway that we're looking at kind of runs across here. I could be wrong, but you've got a nice house up on stilts, right? So very realistic to the area. You got barns down here that are a little bit run out. You got a boat. Now, can we use the boat? Can we use the boat? I want to be able to use the boat. All right. But as we come across here, you're gonna be able to see that right here. Okay. Remember a couple of these little building things that we've seen in some of the other screenshots and in a video where you're driving through the town or through the map, right? You kind of got some options here. Like you could park underneath that as your carport, pull your boat in here, a pontoon maybe. Classic Ridge Farms, how are you doing? Said hello, I'm new to your channel. Well, thank you very, very much for stopping in here, Classic Ridge Farms. Really looks like they did 8-16 billboards instead of 4 or 6 billboards of how a 2D plane is made 3D. Oh, very cool. Whiskey Tango Farmer, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So I'm very excited about this, that hopefully we get to use some of these different things for more additional stuff, right? Even the rocks here, they look okay, right? Not super great, but trust me, there's some better rocks. You got a little shed or like a storage building or almost like a businessy type thing here. Got a house over here on the other side, right? We keep panning across. I mean, the house is right there on the edge, right? And the reflection in the water, you can see that part of the building right there, just perfect. Now this is, I was very, very excited to see this. A ferry. Now I don't know how big it is, right? I would think that it would be pretty long. So you're gonna be able to get a tractor with some equipment, maybe a semi truck up on there, but it doesn't look very wide. All right. Now I could be wrong about this, but that doesn't look like we're gonna be able to take a lot of really wide equipment. With how much water plays a part in this map, think about the term dive into a new map for the year 1 expansion. Oh, I know. We hopefully are going to get to do some really, really cool stuff with the expansion. That is going to be a lot more focused on water. I don't know what you could necessarily farm underwater. But I got a feeling that 25 is really going to use water a lot. A lot. So you can see right here that when you get over there, there's not really a big road either. So that I don't think you're going to be able to take super wide equipment there. I think it's going to be like maybe a large tractor with a regular inline piece of equipment, probably. I don't think you're going to be able to do really, really wide stuff across this. Fish, seaweed, water power. Oh, I mean, those absolutely. I didn't even think about that. Seaweed, that would go good on rice, wouldn't it? But fishing would be really cool. I mean, we already do have the fish plant, but if you could figure out a way to do more stuff with the fish, yeah. Take it easy, favorite. Thanks very much. And water power, yeah, I think that'd be a great renewable source. One thing that I can see here, okay, as I'm starting to come across, you can see what appears to be the surface of the water. I don't think that's it. Okay. Ferry looks like maybe an 18-wheeler is the most you're going to put on it. Yep. I agree. Scorpion says. But I don't think this is the surface of the water because as you're moving, it doesn't ripple. It just kind of stays in place, right? So if you're watching it, right? Keep coming here. Watch this area, okay? It's going to be like you're looking at the bottom, like it's a really, really muddy river bottom, right? So I don't think it's super deep. You might be able to get a tractor across there if you can get around somewhere to do it. Now, if we come back just a little bit more, this building right here, is that maybe the building that we saw from the other side? Right? Is that maybe it? We were looking back over here. I mean, maybe there's a building there. You got a house there. I don't think so. I think this is two different areas because you would see the other stuff down over there. Yeah, I think it's two different areas. So now the running water. I mean, this is insane. How good this waterfall ish feature looks, right? Jet ski? Yes. Let's do it. But this right here, I'm very excited about that running water. You got a guardrail up there that looks pretty good. Excuse me. Got a little boat right here, little floating docks, right? That's pretty nice. Got some more rays coming through the sun. You've got what appears to be a railroad line here with some signaling happening up there. So this looks a lot narrower, right? This looks a lot narrower, almost like a creek at this point now, right? Um, but it could be just like a tributary that feeds into it, right? Now, right back there is a bridge, and there is, if I come back just enough, a building right there. Looks like the top possibly of that worn out silo system. Running water was good in Silver Run, but this looks amazing. Yes. Yes. All right, so we'll keep playing here. Let's see what else we got. I think this is really it. You got an outpost up there, and you got something up over here. Maybe a water tower. Ooh, is that the water tower from the other side? Maybe. Maybe you do have to go across the mountains, and that's how they're breaking up the map a little bit. Now, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's part of that. It doesn't. It's too. It's moving too much. So, guys, what do you think so far? I mean, pretty cool stuff. I mean, there's literally 31 of you in here, so I appreciate it. Let's keep going. I mean, still got some time. What I want to do now is pull up the video of trees. All right, now this is going to show us a little bit more detail on what they've done to the trees, the different bark, the different types of leaves or foliage, I guess you could call it. And it looks like you've got like a dirt path here, right? There's the trees again from Silver Run. Check this out. A little bit of a town down here now, right? I don't know exactly what's happening down there, but it looks like some storage buildings or something, right? Very interesting. Keep coming around. Oh, I know what that is. That's the water. That's the river. Yeah, so there's your silo, the one that's broken down. There's your bridge. These are little pull-in docks for your like boats, speedboats and stuff. Looks like the observation tower. Yeah, maybe, but it was moving a little bit too much. But it could be. Absolutely could be. But these are some more places to park your boat, right? A little that almost looks like a ferry right there as well. Are there multiple ferries on this map? Doesn't that look like a ferry? The way that it's got the two sides there with the different stuff. I think that is another ferry that you're gonna have to use to get across. Oh, multiple ferries on the map. Or maybe it's just a static one that you don't actually get to use. There's your bike trail right here, the tree. I mean, look at the bark. The detail on the bark is insane. And look at these rocks. These rocks look very, very cool. You come down here, right? Oh man, I missed it just a little bit. So right here, right? These rocks. I mean, the tree is literally growing in the rock, it looks like, right? Um, I like the different trees, the species of trees that you have here, right? All kinds of different stuff. Get another look at this great big tree right there. Got now, this is what I meant, right? You've got a couple different types of paths, right? You've got the regular road right here. I think this is going to be non-editable. Okay. Trevor going to be jumping this hill on the dirt bike. Guarantee. right? And you got to say it like that too. You guarantee get a little bit of that Louisiana in you. Lichen on the rock. BC Paladin. I'm not sure what that first word is. I'm gonna have to look that one up. But then here, it's like the trailer. You're gonna be able to do anything too, right? You can paint it, you can terraform it, more than likely. But this one, I don't think you're gonna be able to do anything too. Nothing else really to show here except more rocks. I mean, look at that. Look at that detail, guys. That's not dirt. That is a rock. Moss. Oh, yeah. Moss. Makes sense. Did you guys get pizza again? Holy cow. All right, there it is. Grab yourself a slice. It's on the truck. Get it while it's hot. Over here, I do see the water tower now. Very cool. Did we just see a floating tree? Right there. Is that a floating tree or is that something else they're hiding up there? All right, check out this area right in here, okay? Right in here. It's like it's cut. There's like something going on. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Huh. That tree is going to be a pain for logging. That's where you just take the devour and you just come over and you grind it up, turn it into mulch, right? Now check this out. This is a little bit different. I hadn't seen this before. Like extra wide and round. It's like a different style water tower maybe, right? On a hill, pretty good here. Got the mountain range in the background again. Observation tower right there. That makes sense. It's not as, it doesn't seem like it's as tall this time. You got your road right there again. I mean, nothing's really like sticking out and saying, hey, these are definitely need to be together, right? This part of the map is here and all that. So next, let's go ahead and take a look here at driving across the map. All right, now this one, you're probably going to hear the sounds on this one, okay? And let's pay attention to different things that we're seeing across the map because this could really clue us in to what crop does that look like? Cabbage? Oh, it could be. It absolutely could be. They said over 20, right? If we're getting spinach, we could possibly get cabbage. It should be about the same type of harvester, I would think. Could be a little bit different. Let's go and do another hydrate here, guys. All right, so turn this on. And now, first thing I see is an observation tower, right? And there's no field on this side. So possibly that field we were just sitting in, looking at, is on the other side of this. Now we got this water tower right here that's a circle, right? That could have been what we were looking at earlier as well. Cabbage would use the harvesters from the last expansion. Yes, actually it would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Or a smaller version. You could have a smaller version as well. Isiki, maybe, I think is the way you spell that Japanese company. So can you guys hear this tractor? This one just sounds super loud. All right, so one thing I wanted to look at right before that little switch right there. Do we see anything? I'm not really seeing anything that's standing out. We got a little bit of a turn-in road right here, so that's cool. Between some trees and a pole. I don't really see anything that's standing out. Let's keep playing. Now this looks like we're farther down the road. It looks like the same trees here, right? Sound is good. Perfect. Perfect. That looks like the river, doesn't it? I don't think that's a rice field. I think that is water. The way that we're coming up on it, right? I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. What is this? Is that a building? Oh, it's so hard to stop that right where I want it to. There's something over there. I can't quite get it. Rice field will be green topped when it's ready to harvest. Um, yeah, we can take a look at that. I'll show you both ways. Both of them. So other buildings here. I mean, that may be gravel, but this area here, I feel like we've already seen this in other parts, right? When you're coming down the road here and you're seeing some of these buildings and a little bit of this, I feel like we've already seen this area. But I mean, this is so. I can't tell you how many times I've been driving down back roads or whatever, and this is what I see, right? Telephone pole, little bridge, buildings, water over on the side, like a lake or a pond or a river that you're crossing over. Then you're going up a hill, right? I mean, just so many little shoots off of this, right? It's just wow. And then you get out to a big open area like this, right? And this is on the other side of that hill. You're coming back down. Uphill both ways. Absolutely. Love the uphill climb this road has. Yes. Yeah. I mean, this looks like sorghum maybe, or is it's already harvested, right? This over here is not harvested yet. I mean, everything looks really green. So this could be like a spring crop, right? Maybe you still got to plant a little bit. I don't think it's fall yet. I could be wrong, but the trees don't look brown or yellows and reds and oranges. This could absolutely be a spring crop, like you plant it in the wintertime and it's ready in the spring. Maybe the river over here. Maybe. Seeing a little bit. I agree, canola arrows. You're right. All right, so there's that one. Let's take a look at driving around the map to some of the different places, okay? Now, this is going to be a lot better understanding of some of the different facilities and the way that they've got some of the other decor and things like that around the map, all right? That we're going to get to visit and perform functions that I have a feeling. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And the first thing that we can see is a nice Massey Ferguson, pretty big tractor, right? The worker does not appear to have a red shirt on this time, so that's good. The first thing I can see is a really nice silo system over here, right? This looks like some type of mill that you're gonna be able to do something on because it's got some big fans here, right? You got a train that's gonna go across here. You cross over. It's like a nice midwesterny old style building right there where the roof kind of came down a little bit at an angle. Looks like 2 stories here. You got a door, like a garage door style over there. Tons of cars out here, so they're making it feel lived in. Come across here. Axel's Tractor Center. Very cool. Maybe this is the store that you're going to be able to buy things. You can see a lot more of these fans and stuff up here. Trevor, give first thing that comes to mind when you see the gas station name. Also, you see some silos back here as well. That's really cool. I like that you've got additional stuff back here, right? Maybe this is the place that you're gonna take some things to sell them to make more production items, or and this is where you're gonna be able to store some stuff. It's right here on the railroad track. So gasket, yeah. I like the Visa instead of Visa. I like the MasterCard right here. You got an ATM. Gasket's just funny. Looks like you got another area over here. I don't know exactly what is going on here, right? Maybe it's an old rundown gas station repair shop. I think that's the workshop there with the green doors. Yeah. 5 Gen Farms, what's going on? Yeah, maybe you've got different shop and repair center. Maybe that's a thing where you're actually gonna have to repair your equipment, right? Axel's Tractor Center. It doesn't equipment and what? Oh, what does that say? Equipment and repair? Maybe? It's hard to tell exactly what that says. I'm sure if somebody could get a picture of it and magnify it, enhance it a lot, we could figure it out. But I really like this. I like how you got a gas station, right, with a lot of lights, right? But this over here, it's like I don't understand what this is yet. There's a lot of doors. Garage on the right is the moonshiner's place business. Oh yeah, but check this out. Nice silo system right there. Looks like another business that you're gonna be able to deliver stuff to here. Looks like this is probably a bank, right? You've got a bank in town. Big silo system back here as well. Multiple silo systems going on here in this town. I don't think you're going to have a worry about where to take your crops to store them or to sell them. Now, the one thing I do see, there's no sign, nothing here on this sign. Maybe they don't have that figured out yet. No numbers, right? I would think that you'd want numbers on this to be American. The bank has 2 ATMs. What? No. It does. The bank has 2 ATMs. 1 and 2. That is hilarious. This up here looks like a place you're going to be able to pull into. Look how big this system is. That is a big silo system up there. That's the bank sign. Yep, it's going to probably display the temperature and the time. Right? I mean, all these little details. It's like, it's the little stuff, too, that's going to make this game feel so much more lived in, right? Now, somebody needs to come out here and take care of these big, tall bushes right here. I think that's a hazard with this highway coming here, and you got people turning in and out. You gotta get that fixed. What's going on, Williams Farms? How are you doing, man? The pumps only have diesel. You are right. It's a diesel only type of place. I was trying to look at the license plate. I don't think I get a clear enough view of it. So Axel's Tractor Center, maybe this is the other side of that, or it's like 2 parts, right? Yeah, William, I know, man. I know. I was super busy last night trying to get the video out for today, and it got like 400 views, so stoked about that. No, but it's just trying to get stuff out that I needed to get out. Last week I was camping, and the week before that I was literally getting videos together, trying to get everything going. And also, guys, I don't know. Hey, if the videos that I put out at the end of last week seemed like I was struggling a little bit, I didn't have AC in my house from Thursday until Monday. We left on Sunday. So Thursday, about 9 o'clock, the AC went out, started getting warm. So Friday's videos that I was recording, Saturday I was recording, a little bit on Sunday morning. I was trying to get some stuff finished up before we went to camp. Yeah, I had no AC here in the house. It literally got up to 90 degrees. You guys saw that Saturday. That's why I didn't stream. Too hot. So it's been a while. But if you could hear that in the voice a little bit, that's what was going on. Got it fixed. The queen was good all week. So, yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Gonna go back here and take a look. This bridge, I really like this bridge. This reminds me of so many bridges that we've got here around Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas area. I feel icky as well. Yeah, it was rough. Somebody's gonna drive the dirt bike on top of that bridge. Oh, of course. Of course. Is there anything that we can see over here though? Maybe a restaurant or something. Looks like another storage unit or something. Like a place to repair things. Got a nice tower up here of some sort. Oh, I gotta back up just that little bit. Like a baseball field, maybe? I don't know. There's something big happening over there is why they need those lights. Let's see. What do we have next? Oh yeah, the animal dealer. Oh, check it. There's the bridge. Can you get up there? That's the question, though. I see it, and there's cones here, right, stopping you from going out into the highway. Firehouse? Possibly. Ryan said that a lot of this is located in one central area. Yep, absolutely. I like that idea where you got central stuff, so no matter where you're at from the map, it doesn't take you a whole long time to get there. I like that a lot. That's what I liked about some of TNT Modding's maps. Eureka was that way, where everything was right in the middle, even though it was massive, right? The fields, I just liked how things were in the middle. You kind of went out for like special things out on the edges. His the one where it had the two trains, the dueling trains. I can't remember that one. But I liked that central location as well for the main farm. We'll keep going here. Animal dealer. I like the logo. There's no chickens though, and this they only have one ear. I don't know what's going on there, but when we go around the back here, I think you're gonna like this. And check out that. What is this bush? Right? What in the world is this? Pay attention to the animals in the pins around the animal dealer. Oh yeah. Yup. So right here. They're different kinds, right? Does that not look like a bull? Does it not look like a bull? I think we're gonna have males and females. Like, I don't know. Maybe. But there's that round building, right? Now, this round building, is that part of looking up on this hill and like that's the gate or something to our farm? Can we see? Oh, I saw it. I saw it right there. See that house? See that house? I bet you that's the round building and that's the house we were looking at one of the very first videos, right? And you've got this little thing that comes right up here. Ooh, I bet. I bet. We get a better look at it here. Oh yeah. I think that's it right in there. So, the sheep, we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4 different kinds of sheep. Live animals. Oh yeah, absolutely. They're moving around. They're doing their thing. Now, that round building and that does not look like the same as that other one, does it? I get that that's a wooden structure right there of some sort. Now, one other thing that I want to show you guys. Check out right here, the pile of manure, right? See that little bit of wisp right here? Watch it. See how it's moving? There's literal steam coming off the pile of crap. That round building is typically used as a horse paddock, and look at the steam on the manure. Yep. Round building, horse training. Yeah, absolutely could be. Absolutely could be. But I do like how the animals are live, right? And that's one thing as we were going by there. We're trying to show, right? Where like that animal here, you can see that the foot is partially raised up. And then here it's down. It's literally walking, right? It turned even. It was facing the opposite direction. So I like that a lot about them. That they're simulating that they're live animals, right? I really do like that. I mean, this is really cool. You do have some type of gate system up here, another barn. I feel like this is going to be one of your farms that you could use. Yay, no static animals, right? It's like on Alma. You've got that one corner farm that's got all the animals outside, right? I mean, same principle right here. So we'll keep going. Nice rundown old white building. A little bitty. I mean, it feels like a really rundown town, right? A little bit. A little bit. Check out these rocks. Oh my goodness. Yo, these rocks. The last thing, this building here kind of looks like a school. Library, maybe school. I'm thinking. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, so there's that. Okay, we've looked at All right, now it's time. Hi driver, how are you doing today? I see the title that it says Farming Simulator 25 and not Farming Simulator 22. Yeah, we're taking a look at the 25 stuff. I'm not planning on doing anything with 22 right now. We are sticking only in this stream looking at 25 stuff. Feels like it's seen better days, but doesn't feel as run down as Ravenfort. I agree. I agree. Right? Not everything's brand new, which it shouldn't be in a town kind of like that. It's like the heyday, right? Maybe a little bit of coal mining or something like that was happening in the area too. And it's just it's seen better days, like you're saying, for sure. So let's go ahead and let's show you a little bit of rice. All right. So what we're going to do here is show a little bit of gameplay. You're going to see the HUD, a little bit detail here. I think it's really, really cool. What they've done, and the information that you're going to be able to see. Now, this is all a work in progress still. It could change slightly, but I think this is the gist, mostly what you're going to get. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look here. The first thing I can see is that this up here, it's changed color, but it hasn't really done anything different, right? So you're going to be able to see what time of the day, you're going to be able to see what speed you're on it, the amount of money you have, what month it is, and the weather, right? It's sunny, right? So if we keep coming up here, right, you can see that you're actually walking now. And then you've got the God rays coming in. You've got a very nice fence track there right here. If we look over here, I can't really see detail except for the fog, right? Love that new color of the HUD. I think it's cool. It stands out, and it's not too in your face like the blue was a little bit. But if we keep coming around over here, right, you can see that we've got some greenhouses. Okay. Now, maybe a little something going on over here, but it looks like we got water. We got a pallet over here. The really nice texture of this plastic. Oh, it's insane. Absolutely insane. All right, y'all. Queen is going to bed. Plastic looks so real. It does, doesn't it? Almost like glass. I wish it was a little bit more hazy. But I get why they're doing it. It's truly intended to be that way. Now, watch down here. Excuse me, in this corner whenever we start to enter into the building, okay? So you can see down here, greenhouse for rice saplings. Yeah, we're going to have saplings now, right? Owned by us. Active Productions. Rice saplings. Running. So it's going to tell you what is actually running in this production, right? If you've got multiples possibly in greenhouses, you could possibly have 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it is. You can't really see it down here, but it tells you how much water you have in here as well. 4,995 liters, and rice saplings, you got 2 liters of that. Okay, so if I get this and move it out of the way, you're going to be able to see this just a little bit better, okay? Let me back up. You guys look down there. Now you can see that, right? As you walk in, that's what you've got going on. Anytime you're in here. Now, I didn't see anything that popped up about a trigger, right? Maybe those aren't actively working yet, but walking in there, maybe a trigger, maybe not a trigger. Then you come over here, right? You got your hand on it. What is that? I mean, is that a thing that we're going to be able to do? I see a hand. Now, usually you could pick things up, like if it's light enough, right? The greenhouse that grows your seedlings for rice. That's what it looks like. Yep, absolutely. When I see rice, I think of Poinsett County, Arkansas. Yeah. I like the blue better. I get it, Martin. I get it. Drivers, Giant's going to release this new game for all consoles or only for PC. Okay, Daniel, that is kind of a tricky topic right now. And the way it's going to work, obviously, it's going to be for your PCs. It is going to be available for console if they're new gens only. So like your PlayStation 4s, not going to work. Okay. There was some information that was shared on another the main pre-order info. Let me see if I can find that really quick, and I will show that to you guys. Okay. Not this one. It's this one. And it's going to be. Oh, it's at the end of the trailer, isn't it? It's at the end of the trailer. Let me see. Does this. No, that's collector's edition. You don't need that one. Let me see if I can get to that trailer. I had it saved. I just can't play the music, okay? So we'll turn this on. Pause. Come across here. All right. You guys see this? So you can see that it's going to be for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X or S, and PC and Mac. No old gens at all. All right. Remember that PS5 and Xbox Series are now 5 years old. The 4 and 1 were really holding games back. Yes, I agree. Completely agree. Um, Lucky that 22 even supported them, or they supported 22. Um, my Xbox is 7 years old. So what is old? The Xbox Series X and S are considered new gen, and the PlayStation 5 is considered new gen. If it's not one of these, it's old and it will not work. All right. So there's that. Oh, the other video, it went goodbye on me. Let me pull it back up. There we go. So Scorpion Taz was asking about liftable pallets here. Um, Possibly. We don't have the helper menu up here to see if it's too heavy or not. I'm assuming that's probably going to be too heavy. You're probably not going to be able to load one at a time. PS4 released in 2013. Yeah, dang. So no longer on Pong platform. Nope, that neither. So keep going here, and the next part that you see here is going to be pretty cool. I love the detail on the tractor, and check this out. I think this was done very, very deliberately. Look at this nice big red barn. Very, very nice right here, right? Now, does this look familiar? Okay. Got this little storage building right here that we saw in one of the very first videos when we were looking at the shadows of the clouds, right? So I think this farm right here is right next to those three fields. I've got a big stinking suspicion that that is going to be your starting farm. Okay, you've got the storage facility, got a couple silos to store stuff in, you got some barns to store things in, and a little shed out over here, and you got those three fields. And your river is going to be right back over there, right? If we look here at this, right, and we're walking up to it, I mean, does that look like some of those other sheds that are out there? Maybe, right? And the river runs right back here, and this thing goes up and around, and I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. All right. So next, you've got this right here. This is going to be the way you put your rice saplings into the ground. Driver, get the collector's edition so you can show off the Genesis style version they are including with it. The Genesis. Can you play this game on mobile? No, this will not be mobile. Taz, what do you mean by the Genesis? Show off the Genesis style version they are including with it. I am lost. But here's your palette of saplings. This is how you're going to be able to load them up here. Now watch down at the bottom. When this thing backs up, right? It's showing you what vehicle you're in. But when it starts doing this, there is no command that appeared down here at the bottom. Usually you've got that command that happens. Maybe that's something you're going to be able to turn off. Oh, the 16-bit. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to get the collector's edition. It's like, it's a key thing, right? I don't know if I need another copy of the game for that. I mean, I've got the collector's edition here for 22. You guys can't see it. I've got the collector's edition here for 22. But it didn't really have a lot of stuff. I mean, and even the version that I had, like, it was last minute thrown together, kind of. Like, let's take a look and see what was in the 22 version again. Oh, it looks like I've got a hard copy of the game. Yeah, I mean, there's my modding tutorials, right? I have a unopened version of the game. Rail Fanning Jonah, 5-month member chat, part of Team 53, the pit crew. Best 5 months ever. Thank you very, very much, guys. Hash browns, hashtag. Driver, there is an NES style version in that one, 8-bit. That sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. I still got all my stickers. Holy cow. I still have all of these stickers. I never did anything with this. I should have hung these up, right? Like, here's my big map and the crop calendar. Dang it. I should have had this next to me the whole time, just like up here, so I knew when I could plant and harvest things. I feel silly now. But we're going to get stuff like this. You know what I mean? We're going to get more stuff like this. And this is another one. This is the Haute Belleron, I believe. Right? Oh, Erlengrad. Erlengrad with some of the productions, right? What you're going to be able to do with those things. So I'm sure we're going to get some more stuff like this as well in that collector's edition. I mean, I may have to buy the collector's edition just for that. And then this one here has more of the things. And this is Haute Belleron. Hot Baileron, if you will. I never played on this map. Or Erlengrad. I mean, maybe. But I never jumped. I don't think I ever did Haute Baileron. Maybe I need to, because it's got a bunch of water now. Like, in the next game, right? So get used to that. Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't do a whole lot with this thing, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get the new one or not. Like, I think I'm a horrible ambassador for buying this because I didn't do anything with it. But if you're into that, definitely. The stickers are cool. I might do something with the stickers. Sounds so bad. I got it. I didn't do anything with it. Man. That's a missed opportunity right there on my part, guys. All right, if I could just get this back closed, be good. Yeah, all right, I got it closed. So put that right there. All right, let's get back over here into this. We already gave Griffin Jonah the ready. Perfect. All right, we're back here. All right, now once again, no icon, no command or anything down here at the bottom to be able to do anything. Now, one thing I see here, look at this pump system. That looks like an old generator, right? You have electricity, you get a pump. I don't know where it's getting the water from, though. That's the thing. There is no line on this side, so I don't know where the water's coming from. But it's definitely a pump, right? But this thing's just loading up. No problem, right? Now, here's another really interesting thing. Okay? This field, it's got water in it, right? Remember that building that we had over here? Right? The barn, little storage facility. You got this little paddock area right here. That this one little shed is right here at the end. That's your river down there. I think Giants might send you a collectors. I honestly don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do. There are a lot more people in the partner program now. It's too early to tell. We haven't been given any indication at all, except maybe DJ, about what there could be. So I am not going to worry too much about it. I think I'm going to focus on making good content, and the other things, if they come, they come. And if I can source one, maybe, but I've got other needs right now for the channel, instead of focusing on a collector's edition and having 2 copies of the game, because I'm going to get everything from Giants anyway, right? Driver, did you see that there are 3 different covers for the physical copies this time? The pump will need hoses connected to it to send water through the pump, from what I gathered from Kermit. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. I don't see any hoses here, right? I don't see any hoses at all, and it looks like water is splashing into it, right? So if you look right there, you could see a little bit of water splash happening, but there's nothing connected to it. So that's the interesting thing. Think pumps and hoses? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But there's literally nothing here, right? Nothing. And I see a harvester back there, it looks like. Can we see that? What is that a harvester back there, maybe? Does the rice field come formed or does it have to be created? Well, that's the interesting thing. If we look here, if we're walking up this hill, I can't tell if that is or not. And then we go in here, come out and look across. Right here. Excuse me. I see the harvester still sitting there, but it looks like it's just flat, right? A little bit more cleared up there. Looks like it doesn't have any water in it. Looks like it's just a normal field. Okay. Now, I want to go back to another video that I looked at originally. And it's this one. Okay. This looks like the exact area that we are sitting in right now. You got the road right here. If you look here, you got a little bit of a gravel spot, right? I can't tell if it's down elevation or up elevation. You've got this building here. You've got the windmill right here, right? Just a lot of these things. You got two fields. You've got this. Now, this right here has grain over here on the edge. Okay. I don't see a pump sitting right there. Okay. So is it something that you're going to be able to like dig down a little bit? Love that rice is a more involved than just planting and go. It is for this style of rice. Okay. For this style of rice, it is. It absolutely is. The long grain rice, I believe it's going to be like what we had American Life Farming in 19 or some of the other maps by Lancy Boy that we're adding rice into it, where it's like a long grain and it's kind of like a wheat or a triticale or sorghum, you know, like those types of long stemmed crops. And we'll show that here in a little bit too, right? But I don't see anything down here. I see the grain right here. Okay, now this could be rice, but I don't think so. But it could be. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But there's no pump right here. Okay. Then we get into this one. And we're looking here. Obviously, it's the same area. That windmill, this little pad right there. But now there's a pump, right? And if I look across over here, right here, you look along this edge, there's no crop. And here, see how there's no crop? No crop. It's very interesting to me, right? Now you're going to be planting, right? You got that little shed right there. The river's down there, right? So you keep coming along, keep coming along. You got the pump. Yep, look, there's your greenhouses right there. So this is where we're at, right? That's confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but yes. Speculation is almost, yeah. I don't know what these crops are. Looks very interesting. It looks like a very, I don't know, like a stalk, right? There's no perfect line anywhere that you could see here that these things are going, except probably just straight, right? So I'm not sure 100% what that is. Maybe soybeans? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Soybeans. Someone's growing weeds from how it looks. So then once you get started here, it's going to go down and it's just going to do its thing. So very cool, right? Very cool. Your rice. You don't have very many liters on here at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. So each one of these is going to be a liter. Okay. It looks like you get an option for solid fertilizer as well here in these tanks, probably. I love how reactive the water is. Yeah, I mean, you barely started moving and look at those ripples, right? And then it's not out here yet. And then also, check down here in this bottom corner, all right? I'm going to back up a little bit. check down here. You got GPS. I mean, GPS. Very, very cool. All right, so that's basically it there. Now, let's take a look at some harvesting. Now, the first thing I want to point out, this building that we had right here, and these silos, I'm pretty sure that's the same farm we were just at, right? But we'll walk around this thing and we'll take a look at it. Okay. So this is your regular crop. Now that says soybeans because that was the field right behind, right? I'm sure that's that field over there, right? So it still has your needs lime, all that stuff. Farmland U, fertilized. Now this one. Now, rice ready to harvest. 82% yield. 82%. Very interesting. 100% fertilized. So there's other things that you still need to do to your rice maybe to get them up to that perfect level, right? Let's walk around this. That looks like sheep, more than likely. Oh, did you guys see this? Check this out. Water tower, circular one up on the hill. Now, when we get over here, also, you got that nice big red barn. You got a building back there, building, right? You got the windmill. So yeah, this is the exact same area, right? They just sped up time or easy dev'd it and it's working. Oh, did you guys see this? Right there. Got our nice silo system on the other side of the river. Oh, let's get another drink, guys. Gonna do a hydro. So we'll keep going. You're gonna jump in this thing. It's in a Seki, 6130. Now, the one thing to me, okay, if you look at this crop, see how it's like got green tops on it? Okay, green tops. And when I come back and I look at this again, those don't look green. Right? Those don't look green at all. Those look like another version of this. So I'm thinking that this field, you can do kind of whatever with it, and then you're going to be able to turn it into a rice field. Hopefully Giants makes all those buildings usable, not just for us to delete and replace. I agree. I agree completely. All right, so we're back here. Now this one is loud. All right, this one is loud. So bear with me. So up here in the top, you can still see you've got your icon for what's going on, right? This is regular rice. So a really nice icon here. You got, looks like your cruise speed, your RPMs, your regular speed, what gears you're in. Looks like your repairability, your damage, and your diesel again. I think there are several varieties of rice. Yes, there's at least 2. Now, got a little bit of stubble. I'm not seeing any rocks down here yet. You got a little bit of texture on the ground. I mean, pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Now, let's look at the North American way of harvesting this rice. Your nice, awesome New Holland CR11. Nice Macdon header on this thing. And this is the interesting thing here. It looks like we're on the same farm because you got this here and these crops here, right? You got your header selected right now, up and down. And as soon as you start to go into the field, you can see now it says long grain rice. This is not like, let's look at the vehicle here. If it takes a little bit of a dip, then we know that this is a recessed area also. Okay, let's watch that. It did do that right at the edge there. There's a little bit of a brim. So Are you going to be able to plant it and then you need to flood it afterwards? Is that what that's for? There is many varieties of rice as there are ways to cook potatoes. So, I mean, I think I remember them saying that even on this long grain, you still need to flood it. So, um, it looks like all of these fields are going to be able to be set up for whichever type of rice you want to do, whatever your harvester or your planter is. 40 kilometers an hour, top speed on that thing. Right, cool. They're going 10 right now. Looks like the working speed hasn't changed, even though I'm sure it could. No more detail back in here. Now, the one really cool thing that I like here, guys, um, the detail on all the stuff on the inside. Now, I wish that you could actually have something happening here. I think Giants is capable that they could make these displays actually show you what you're doing, right? Whether they do or not, I think it could work though. You just have this area and it just shows you what your other map looks like, right? Maybe. I don't know. So looks really, really nice. Pretty decent volume, right? And yeah, that's all of the videos that I have. I do have some screenshots that we could take a look at here. All right. Let me go ahead and pull these bad boys up. So this one here, once again, AF11. You guys have seen this all over the place. Got some rocks back here, pretty nice. This looks like it's on the American map again. Looks like you got a little bit of a berm kind of going around with it. It kind of looks like it tapers, right? So maybe not. Maybe this is not one of those fields. All right. So next, let's take a look here at this bad boy. There's the building in the background, right? Once again on the American map. You get a nice all-in-one machine here. The Misery. Workers wearing red. Very intriguing. Different face, though, that I've seen on some of the other ones. We got this one. This one is coming right along. So, like, your windmill and stuff would be over here on the right. This is coming right through. You got that little barn right there. Looks like you got some canola out here. Got the wheat. Not showing the rice. Got the silo in the background. The one on the other side of the river, I believe. This one looks like it's right up against the edge of your property. See this building right here? I've got a feeling that your property is right along the river. And right over here on the right side would be that other silo system, potentially. You got that nice bridge right here. So I think your starting farm is going to be pretty close to a lot of that centralized stuff. The worker is doomed. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if we start getting fast equipment. I mean, can you imagine how many of them are going to be in the drink over here? More cattails. You can see the rocks look amazing. Now, these rocks kind of look like they did, right? I'm not going to lie. These kind of look like they did in 22. But this edge, oh, man. And like the way that this one's like angled looking up. Oh, yes. Yes. Now, we got the nice big barn here. You get a little bit better detail on what's going on here on your farm, right? So you've got this, but then it's like, are you kind of on the outskirts of the town a little bit, right? Kind of like you are in Elm Creek, like right on the edge across from the gas station? Because I don't know if you would have this many buildings on your farm, right? You could, maybe, but it looks like there's just a lot of stuff happening. And I don't know if that would be all on one farm. Then you got the Mac Don here once again, a grass field. No special conditioner, it doesn't seem like. It looks like it's just a mower for this one. We're going to see what we can hook up to the back of it, though, and maybe make some things happen. How many workers does River drown? A few. I got a feeling a few. So this is all of the screenshots that I have there. If I got anything else here. Guys, I was out last week, so I'm still trying to play catch up on all this. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me here tonight, taking a look at all of this information, even though you've probably seen most of it before. It's my kind of first look here. So I guess the last couple things that we can take a look at here are the yeah, let's look at this first. We were talking about the collector's edition, right? This is available November 12th, 24. You're gonna get the 16-bit version. Pretty cool. Modding tutorials 6.0, brand stickers, the New Holland CR11. You're gonna get some posters. Okay. Now, one thing that I want to show you guys here. They said well over 20, right? So as I start counting through here, okay, I was doing this the other day, and I count the number of gray and black lines, right? So it starts off with a black line and then gray 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 possible crops just on this right here. I'm sure grass is included in there, right? And oilseed radish is probably in there too. But that's 25 different lines. And the thing that I see on a lot of these, yeah, a lot of the stuff is going to be done in the fall, right? You figure January, February, March, April, May, June, right? July, August, September, October, November, December. I don't know. Maybe that's not a January. Maybe that's a February, right? And this is January. But it looks like one of your crops is going to be able to planted late in the year, if not super early spring. But the way that these are typically, you've got a little bit of overlap here on different crops. You got like a 3-month window to plant. And some of this stuff you're going to be able to harvest super early here. Super early. I counted 25, I think. Yes. Is it possible to have a backpack with food supplies that you have to cook, rice, or other resources? That is very intense. I would love if you had to like eat or be nourished, right? Otherwise, you would start getting a little bit AC or groggy. I think that would be a cool thing to do. But I don't think we're there yet in this game. Also, the gold version of the CR11, if you get this pack right here, right? You do your pre-order and you're going to be able to get that. All right. Or maybe it's only in the collectors. I'm sorry. Let me confirm that, okay? That may only be in the collectors. But you get an ignition key right here on the collector's pack. It's just going to turn the thing on. So maybe if you have this, oilseed is a viable crop and useful. But in the game, it doesn't serve any purpose but fertilizer. I would love for it to do something other than that, but yeah. So yeah, you're gonna get the CR11 Gold Edition right here. And then if we take a look at this, this is like the bigger thing for me, right? This is another speculation, like tinfoil hat. Now, innovative machinery. Okay. That's a light bulb with gears. I get it. I totally get what that means. But innovative. That seems to me like it's going to be something that's going to do things um a little bit faster maybe, or it's a new type of crop because it's an innovative machine. It does things drastically different or lets you do a different crop quicker, right? Gold CR11 will be available from the in-game store as a microtransaction. Very cool. I think it starts in March. It could. I was going to say in real life, yes, but not in game. Yep. So, innovative machinery, I'm excited about. Now, first quarter 25, that means January, February, March, considering the game's coming out in November. And past history says March is when we're going to get this. So, I don't see why they would change that. Except that you have 3 months. Okay. 3 months is all you have between each one of these. Because we know that in the fourth quarter, November, we're going to be getting the new map. Okay. So if you do March, then you got April, May, June, July, August, September, October to get the other two in. Right. So if you go 3 and then 3, then you're like back to back. So I'm thinking February, March. What if that is that new modular tractor we got in 22? That would be pretty cool. The Nexat, yeah, that would be really cool. I think it's going to be a different type of thing. I think it's going to be something with a crop that we already do, or it's going to be different tractors, right? A different brand of tractor potentially, right? Different types of harvesters, a little bit smaller things for maybe your Asian market or something like that. But this is the one I'm super excited about. Performance on plains and prairies. Now, here's the other thing. If we're getting a plains and prairie pack, and they're showing out west, are we going to get a map with this? Think about Horsch. Horsch, we got a map with the DLC. Could we be getting another map here that you're really going to be able to use some of this equipment on? Now that would be sweet. And an out west map too, right? Think about that. Now, when I first saw this, the third one, the stars align, I thought this was GPS. I thought this was GPS. And I started looking at it. Looks like a tire, right? It's not a gear. It's got multiple things. So it looks like a tire. But I don't know what this is. Could this be auto drive? Could this be follow me? The stars align. To me, that means like, look, this is something that has been impossible to give to everybody. And we finally figured out a way to be able to make it work. And the stars are aligning perfectly. Looks like a ledge. I mean, it could be that too. It could be. It's like you're kicking up dirt or something, right? But I don't know. I don't. It looks like a tire. Is what it looks like to me. Follow me? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that, right? Brand new subscriber, Nelson Rittenhouse. Thank you very, very much. Jumping in into the subscriber base here. Matthew Walter, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. But that's going to be third quarter, right? So we're probably looking at around July, August, maybe. August, September, October, November. August or September for that one. So a little bit over a year from now. And we'll be seeing that one. Nope, nothing 22 tonight. It's all going to be just taking a look here at the 25 stuff, man. Everything is taking a look at the 25. And then we dive into a new map. Dive. That's the really interesting part here, right? Dive. Now, I don't think anything here with innovative or plains and prairies or stars align or new map. I'm not, yeah. Dive, though. What can you dive into other than the water? What are you going to dive for? That's the question. Map looks Irish or Scottish. Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking like an Irish map, right? What was Mercury Farms kind of set on? Right? It kind of reminds me how the building of that. I think either way it's going to be phenomenal. I'm getting maybe a little bit of a vibe from Clarkson Farms from this. All the animals look the same height, so I don't think that's a thing. Kelp farming? I mean, it could be. I think I see Nessie. Yeah, right there. Right there. They do have wheat, it looks like. No rice. I think Mr. CLP is going to love that map. You're right. I think Mr. CLP is going to like that map as much as I like Riverbend Springs. Alex Bauer coming in with a 15-month member chat, part of Team 53, the fan club, saying 15 months. Guys, Hash Brown's hashtags down in the chat right now. If you would, greatly appreciate it. So, guys, let's go ahead and turn this music back on. Now that we've been done paying attention to the sounds. What do you guys think? I mean, it's the first. Last week, we got the cinematic trailer. We got some information about Year 1 Season Pass. We got release date, November 12th. And today, we got gameplay footage. Not screenshots that have been overworked. Gameplay. What do you think? Are you going to get it? Are you going to wait? I mean, I'm excited to try a new game out. Not that I'm excited to not have mods for a while, because I honestly feel like with the way that reflections and everything like that off of the vehicles are going to be now, and the lighting and the additional trees and so many new things, I don't know if it's going to be like the modders have to start over, but I think there's going to be a lot more work that goes into these mods, whether it be a map or it be a tractor or a plow or a 3-meter cultivator. I think those things are going to take a little bit of time. I'm not super excited about waiting forever, but I'm excited about doing some different stuff. I think I'm going to need a new vid card, right? I'm going to do everything in my power to get a new PC by then. Kids are very, very busy this year, doing a lot of camps and doing a lot of after school activities. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to get a new PC, I feel like. Hopefully by the time the game hits, I'm trying to work on getting an Apex one. But if that doesn't work out, I'm probably going to build one. Probably going to build a second PC. So guys, if you can, get a pre-order. Use the code Driver53 at checkout. It's not going to cost you anything extra, but it's going to help out the channel quite a bit. I'm going to upgrade mine due to mine being one step above the min. Trying to rent those kids. No, Reaver, that is so wrong, so bad, so bad. Now what I need to do is like just start winning in disc golf, and I'll be okay. No, I think I've got a plan. Just gotta start. I gotta limit a couple other things that I do. I gotta stop eating so much chocolate. I'll tell you that. No, I mean, it is what it is, and it happens when it happens, right? So if you would, just between now and then, gotta watch the videos, even if they're on silent. You got them in the background, help out a little bit, right? Anything that we could do to help keep the views up on the channel is going to go a long way. If you don't have premium yet, I highly recommend it. There's going to be a lot of content to watch this fall, and it's a little bit of a cost, but your creators you watch, the bigger portion is going to go back to them. America Creations, how are you doing? Welcome in. Get your kids into stuff that pays you for them participating. Taz, I don't know what that is. Now, Scouts is good. We got football, and cheerleading this year. Those are going to be a couple of the bigger ones that I think are going to take a little bit more. You know what? We keep having months in those supercuts. They're doing good. Guys, don't forget also, whenever we get to the 500 up here, Tweet and I will be wearing those outfits. That's another great way to help support the channel. Get more people in here. We had a ton, like 1,300 new subscribers in the last 30 days. So A lot of people don't even know that we stream. Um, yeah, I feel like I keep talking about the same thing. I don't mean to. I think we're gonna be good. I'm just trying to figure out how to get that PC so I can give you guys better content. That is the biggest thing. I want to be able to give you guys the best content visually that I can, and a new PC is definitely gonna help out with that. So, Trevor, I hope you like the shirt I sent you all back. Yeah, it's a nice shirt. It is a nice shirt. I'm trying to think where I have it at. I think I have it folded on a shelf in my closet. I didn't hang it up. I had a shortage of hangers. I think it's in I've got another shelf we have in there where I can put like special stuff that I don't want anything to happen to. I believe that's where it's at right now. I'm doing good. Tired from editing and work. Oh, I get you. Editing, man, that's a very, very long, tedious day sometimes. But guys, it's 10:03. We've been live for 2 hours now, taking a look at Farming Simulator 25, going to be released here November 12th, 2024. It's been fun. Do you have any advice for small YouTubers? If you've already started making content, the best thing I can do for you is to pick a topic or a genre or a niche that you feel comfortable making content in, and looking at the people that are doing it very, very well, and try to put your spin on it, right? Just get into it, start doing it, and go, right? The more you shotgun and do all kinds of different stuff, the harder it is for your audience to kind of know what's going on. Now, if you build your channel that way the whole time, you grab little bits and pieces of everybody, and then it may take you a little bit longer, from what I understand from some of the experts. If you narrow down a little bit farther and put everything into that one thing, I think you'll see better success sooner. Consistency and patience. Yeah, Williams Farms, there you go. Consistency and patience. And I think practice, right? Just keep doing it. Keep analyzing your videos, looking at what you're doing, seeing what the other guys are doing that are getting the views. Are they doing something different than you? Are they doing something better than you? Don't copy them, but if somebody makes a video about something, put your spin on it. You know what I mean? I have 1K subs and I make farm sim content. Oh, very cool. So you're wow, 1,000. That's already a really, really good thing. I wouldn't consider that a small YouTuber. You are already getting to the established point. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep learning. Keep kind of branching out and trying a few different things here and there. Thank you, Scorpion Sass. I'd say be open to constructive criticism, but to also stay true to yourself and have confidence. Yes, I agree to that too. I absolutely agree to that, William. Yep. But guys, as fun as it's been, I will not be here I will not be here Saturday. We're gonna be shooting off fireworks, having a big celebration at the Elks. We do it every year. Like I said, I'm a member there now, so we're gonna go have a good time. And next Wednesday, I should be here. I should absolutely be here next Wednesday. Probably going to be going over some more FarmCon content. We're probably going to get a lot more stuff. And since I'm not going to be around on Saturday, maybe a Sunday stream. I don't know. Kind of depends what time Giants gets done. I'd have to look at their schedule again. They sent it out. If they get done, I might just jump on and talk about it Sunday afternoon. That might be good. Yeah. Don't quote me on that. I need to go play some disc golf sometime this weekend too. But guys, it has been a lot of fun. Thank you very, very much for hanging out. All 22 of you sticking around here. Man. Guys, wherever you're at in the world, have a great day, night, evening. Till next time, this is Driver 53. Signing off.